Engineering. What did you study? Study in high school? You what? I don't think I ever picked up a book when I was in high school. To me, school was pretty easy. There was no like it's actually a breeze to go through high school. I'd never even picked up like for studying or anything. I just caught on to the stuff. But what do you call it? I think uh worst subject that I had, worst subject was definitely math. I like around like 12th grade or so. But I picked it. It was pretty easy for me. I barely ever studied. You know what I would do? I would get home and I would play Modern back in the day with all my boys because this was the thing back then. Be like, oh, let's play Modern Warfare 2 and shit. Back when like we were in 9th grade. That was the shit, man. That was awesome. 8th, 9th grade, just fucking playing Call of Duty when we got back home. It was sick. Everyone in school fucking played it. It was pretty good. When is the next session with Daniel? It should be tomorrow afternoon, most likely. It's funny, when I went to a doctor the other day, just for a regular checkup, like I hadn't gone for a while. She asked me a question or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, back when I was younger, like when I was like 13, 14 or something like that. She looks at me like, younger? You're still young. And she started laughing her ass off. She's like 30 something. She's like, when you're like my age, you'll really know. And I'm like, you're only 30. You're not that old. I got my buddy Anson on stream. My mod is way older than you. He has to worry about being old, alright? Is this your last session with Daniel in your videos? No, it's not. I'm doing it privately for now until I gotta make sure that he's, you know, set for this. Whoa, at least my blood pressure is good. My blood pressure is also good, bitch! The one time it went up a little bit. Alright? It was like a, what do you call it? But that one time it went up, Anson, it was random, right? It was a one-time thing. I'm healthy as a fucking. When I went for a test, they're like, "Damn, you got everything. I don't know what you're doing, but keep on doing it." I'm like, I take a dosage of League of Legends every day, of like 5-6 hours, and that's what I do, and that's why I'm so healthy. That's what I do, man. Next trade, I should be able to like chunk him down pretty hard. Not kill him, but I should be able to chunk him down pretty hard. Actually, I might be able to kill him. Actually, he's dumb. Yeah, but not dumb. But he just doesn't. What the fuck? The fucking what? Why did the minions follow me, man? Why did the minions follow? I mean, I was dead anyway. But why did the minions? Why did the minions follow me like that? Not cool. Minions are fucking busted. Anyway, Ignite gives vision. Yeah. No one uses Ignite in any elo except fucking Unranked, man. Actually, I use Ignite sometimes when I'm feeling bored. See, I'm so bored in my own elo and Challenger that I literally just don't pick TP sometimes just so I can have some kind of kill pressure lanes. You guys remember like the other days when I was doing that? You have a spin now, right? Yes, you do. What? Shield? Wait, shield? What? I mean, it's worth it because I deny him all the CS, but like, the fuck? How did I die? Makes no sense to me. How do you have the courage to climb a Smurf in a normal? The courage to climb a Smurf in a normal? What do you mean the courage to climb a Smurf in a normal? Because why? Because it takes longer? Is that what you mean? The shield ran out a millisecond before you got hit? It didn't look like it though. I don't know, actually. Because it's a normal. Well, I can't play anything else because I can't. Well, I can play bots, but like that's even less fun, don't you think? Do you not think that playing bots is way less fun than doing this at least, even if you're just leveling up an account? What are you doing? I don't want to have to flash through you, dude. I just wait for Camille to stun you. Thank you. Just ban an account from League of Trading, it won't get banned, I think. See, I don't want to ban accounts because if they do get banned in the future, then you know what's all the progress I try to do for? Like whenever I try to get challenger in account. If I was boosting and I didn't care about getting banned right now, yeah, okay, I will buy an account. But I haven't boosted. I'm clean, all right, chat. I'm clean. I don't boost anymore. I don't do any sketchy shit. So I'm reformed, if you could say that. In like not a toxic way because well. I was never toxic to begin with. I'm reformed and like I don't boost, I don't buy accounts, I don't do any of that stuff anymore. Yeah, sure, Kappa. Dude, why would I be leveling up an account right now if I could just buy one level 30 and be like, oh yeah, I did this in my off time. Totally, I totally did this on my off time. Any more keyword. Dude, what do you, yeah, anymore is the key word. I used to boost a lot back then. One of the reasons my stream got popular back in the day was because I was fucking, everyone was like, you know, I probably would have made, I would have had a much larger viewership if I never actually like put out my name on it or anything, and I just put like the hidden QQ name. People would think, oh, who is that hidden like Riven player? Ooh, he's so good. But you know what? I'd rather do this shit because probably streaming without talking like Gosu and just like hiding behind the shadows, while it does sound cool and everything, it's pretty fucking boring. Now, instead of being like, oh wow, Adrian is so good, like this guy's insane. You know what I get? BoxBox could have done it better. He could have 1v5'd. But you can't beat BoxBox. That's what I get, alright? How much does your boosting cost? I don't know. I don't boost anymore, so yeah. I don't really I don't really need to tell you the price. You dropped GBZ for good? It's because, okay, main reason I dropped it, I literally can't play online. It disconnects 24/7, and they've had months of trying to fix it, and they still haven't fixed it. So I'm just pissed off at them. I bought that game just to play online with people, and I can't do it, and it frustrates the fuck out of me. If I could, I would get a refund, but I played it for too long. I love Dragon Ball games. I love the actual game itself. But if I can't play with people, I don't want to just play in practice tool all day or like just training mode all day. Not fun. Raviz, thank you for the sub. If I pronounced your name correctly. Thanks for the support, man. Can you give me some contacts for boosting? Other players say that they boost pretty openly. I'm sure you can find them. As them for the game when I couldn't play with people more than 30 seconds into a match. Like it's over. Usually, if a game fucks up that hard for so long, I just drop it. I don't really stick with it. I feel like you answered that question every stream. What, the one with Dragon Ball? Yeah, I do. Feels like. But I mean, that's the thing with a streamer. You gotta answer a lot of the questions repeatedly because not the same people are always on your stream at all times. You know. It's the life of a streamer. I gotta ask Nova. What video we do next for the YouTube thing, because it has been a couple of days now since we made the last one. How's the new ISP? No issues so far. It's great. I love it so far. Could be better, but I like it. It's not bad. No complaints from me so far. I'm streaming for 14 hours. So far we got 2 hours and 30 minutes of the stream. So as long as as the internet allows me to stream, I will be streaming today. $24-hour stream? No, 24 hours is too much for me. But 14-hour streams, I can manage to do. What do you think about Master UI? Looks cool as fuck. Sucks that we have to wait until not this Saturday, but the next Saturday to be able to play. I mean, not be able to play it, to be able to see the next episode. They took a break 2 weeks for this episode, and now they're taking 2 more they're taking 2 more weeks for the next break. Kind of sucks, but cool with waiting. I hope eventually buys a PS4. I gotta get him to stream Death Stranding PS4. Actually, I am. That game actually looks super cool. That's like the only game I'm gonna buy a PS4 though. I'm a pretty big fan of Kojima's games. I know a friend of mine that's actually hardcore fan of Kojima though. Like that guy is fucking hype about it. Play LoL with a controller is BoxBox Kappa. There's this one guy on Reddit the other day asked a question in the news section. I was just browsing by because I was bored out of my mind, and he's like, "Why do all Riven players keyboards sound like they're smashing them? Like why are they so loud?" And I'm like, "We don't use controllers. I mean, we don't use keyboard. We use controller. Get it right." Like it's such a fucking. I feel like I could play with like a dance pad or something, and like when I'm leveling up accounts or even low elo, because it's literally all about mechanics. It's not about like if you can carry yourself with pure mechanical domination in lane, but you don't have to. You can also play the macro game. It's just a lot less win rate. Your win rate by just playing macro, it's lower than playing by the mechanical part of your champion or your getting ahead. And do voice commands. Oh yeah, I saw that German YouTuber did that, huh? Well, unfortunate. That CC actually hit me. I didn't mean that. Oh well. I mean, the thing is, low elo players don't even queue properly with Riven. Not to say they don't turn on their screens. Mechanically, yeah. But believe it or not, for example, when I was watching Daniel play earlier, he's gold 5, I believe. Gold 5 is considered decent elo, right? Like, for in total population of the game. Mechanically, he's playing like he's playing like a platinum diamond player. So his mechanics are actually really, really good. Now, everything else, like just knowing how to trade and everything, that comes with macro play, right? With your own game knowledge. So you can be in silver, gold, and you have like really good mechanics, but there's still like you need to have some type of macro to be able to win these games. League players are overall bad IMO. I mean, define bad. Like, what do you mean? Like they can't lane type of thing. Well, it depends on if the player is actually like putting enough time and effort for that. Some people just don't. Okay, bad equals not good. I know, but like go more into specifics as why you think, as to why you think they're bad. Bad equals not intelligent people. I don't think so. I know a lot of players that are really smart that are pretty bad at this game. Like really, really smart, like 1,000 times smarter than I am, with like a lot of subjects IRL that they study and everything. Now, when it comes to what do you call it? I feel like they haven't played the game for long. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, it can either be that you're not. If you're playing this game, you're bronze 5 and you've played 2,000 games, and you can't go up. That's more of a mentality issue. The mechanical skill of that individual should be fine. It shouldn't be bad. It just shows that they're not thinking about the game. You know. There are different types of intelligence, though. I agree with you. I agree on that. So there's a lot of different variations of what intelligence might be considered to be. Intelligence by itself is not considered just basically whether you do a mathematical problem better than someone else, but it's still, you know. Let's see, how do I do this? I have big penis intelligence. This is what Tyler runs an absolute moron despite being high rank. I mean, you don't know the guy enough to know whether he's a complete moron, you know? Like he just, what do you call it? It's also hard to tell whether someone's like a complete idiot just from like this, unless they specifically like fuck up something very. Ulti? You don't want to ulti? Really? Why didn't you ulti? Anyway, you gotta see. Either they show up with a very idiotic comment that's very easy to like counter, or you can't tell if someone's intelligent or not just based by their play though. Jesus Christ. Okay, bad plan. You guys didn't see that, by the way. I did nothing wrong. Kappa. I can't stand rank games. I play a couple and go back to my normals. I don't know why. I have good knowledge on the game overall, but my mechanics are meh. I often get destroyed by plat players. That just comes to you playing the game more, man. And I mean, I would take it off face value, but like I can't. Most of the people that tell me when I'm coaching them that their mechanics are good or whatever, most of the time it's not true. You know. Most of the time they think their mechanics are good. They think that they're doing the correct stuff, but they don't. They're actually not. the way that you know whether you're doing something wrong or not, someone actually either has to tell you, or you have to figure that out on your own. It's a lot more difficult to figure it out on your own, but if you're able to figure that stuff out on your own, it definitely tells you that you're a pretty decent player, because you can just, you know, figure that stuff out by yourself. So like if a patch comes in and something drastically changes in the game, okay, so there's different aspects of what's considered to be the difference between, if you look at the challenger players, like you look at the challenger list of players, what makes one challenger player better than the other? Okay, what do you guys think makes the difference between the rank 10 player and the rank 9 player, besides the obvious, like, oh, he's just one rank higher, haha? I'm just curious what you guys think it is. What do you guys think is the difference between rank 9 and rank 10? The internet's better. Luck, consistency, mentality, knowledge. The time they play, he's just rank 1. Macro, micro. See, everything you guys are saying for the most part, there are parts of it that might be like semi-correct, but now the thing that separates, for example, a player like Faker from any, like the rank 10 player right below him or whatever, is his ability to adapt. Okay, so there's the thing. You can learn the macro from the actual game, which is like really tough to a certain point until you hit challenger. Then it's just about repetition. So then the other thing that separates the player is the ability to adapt faster than the other player, right? So you don't only have to get good at moving, like piloting your champion in this game. You have to get good at just the game knowledge in general when every patch hits, and you gotta make sure to apply the best thing that you can where every single patch comes in that changes the game drastically. All that stuff is what makes it like the best players shine compared to the, oh, holy shit, Jesus Christ, I almost got one shot. That's what makes it, like, different players show their skill level so fucking differently. Like if you realize that, you see on the pro scene, you'll see players are like, oh, like in this patch or like with this season, they're like, oh my god, these players are amazing, and then by the next patch or like the next season, they're like, nah, this guy's kind of shit. What the fuck happened? And it's that, while that one patch might have been insanely good for that one player, because let's say he's a carry style player from top lane, and then they make it. Let's say you're Khan right now, right? Everyone says Khan is the best top laner in the game right now. He is the most aggressive, he knows how to pilot the champion the best, etc. Now, say that they make every single top lane carry unviable into like non-existence. Like you can't even pick them. You can't pick Chase, you can't pick any of this shit. Would Khan be considered the best player top lane now? Probably not. You know? Maybe some other player that plays tank player or like tank champions a little better will be considered the best top laner right there. You know? Now if Khan is able to adapt and be the best tank player, then that's what makes him the best. So that's why the reason you see Faker being like the best player, because he adapts to every single meta so fucking well. The one meta where I saw him that he wasn't doing that hot, and he eventually just brought it back up, was back when they had Easy Hoon playing Azir mid lane, and you would see Faker trying to play Azir, and you could tell that it was nearly nothing like what's his name, that guy was playing it, the other Azir sub. And you know, adaptability is fucking what makes players like way better. I'm gonna give you an example from NA, right? Tarzan, oh, rank 1 season 6, carry jungler, farming junglers are the best. So he plays Graves. He's considered one of the best Graves players on the server. Actually, some would say that he was the best Graves servers on the player. One of the best players that played Graves back then. So he was able to dominate most of the games with them, right? As soon as the meta changed and he can't do that anymore, for whatever reason, they make the jungle a weaker role, or they make the jungle a less impactful role in terms of they can't 1v5. Tarzan rank 1 is nowhere to be seen, right? He was not able to adapt, and he was not able to do what other junglers might be doing right now to get top 10. He can still get challenger, but he doesn't just get rank 1 off the bat, because, you know, the game changes a lot. Faker got hard beat from silver player though. Yeah, Faker, I remember the brand, right? The gold, no, it was a gold player. Gold 4 brand. How do you adapt? It's a one trick. You can't adapt to the level where a challenger player needs, to like completely just, you know, climb up through the ladder, whatever patch, you need to actually start playing like other champions, etc. I mean, I play Riven and I'm still able to go up, but that's because Riven, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys here, and I've said, you guys will hear from other people saying like usually it's like silver player or something that you beat up really bad. They're like, Riven is so OP. Oh my gosh, she's so easy champion. In reality, Riven is the best hyper carry that you can have in like solo queue. She has the capability to make games like she wins them by herself if you're good enough, and if your skill level is higher than your opponents by a you know, by a specific margin. No other champion has the capability that Riven has to carry games. She's the best one for solo queue. Now, if you can't win games with her in lower elo, it's because you still don't have the mechanical skill needed to be able to win with her consistently laning, you know? So, Riven in herself is a very OP champion for solo queue. And not OP for, you know, competitive, but for solo queue purposes, she's like the top tier pick. Yeah, I would suggest having a better. It's better to have a jungle main. I mean, not jungle. Bottom lane mains in their roles than a jungle main. But because the bottom lane impacts much higher than most of the roles right now. But you know, every single season, roles change on like playability, on like what they're able to carry with. You're still able to carry with every role, right? You're still able to carry with every role regardless of which one you play. But some of them do have higher percentages of being able to carry. So, hold on, I'm dead. Wait, yeah, I'm dead. Okay. So some of them do have higher like chances of carrying. This is like, you know how I was telling you guys some other times when I say like, oh holy shit, I have so much gold. Anyway. Wait, what the fuck do I buy? Why don't I do this? Let's just do this thing here. Anyway, so I was saying that let's say that, I mean, realistically every single lane should have a 20% chance of carrying, right? Because 20% top lane, there's 5 rolls, 100%, whatever. Let's just use that example. Some patches in some seasons, instead of like it being like evenly spread out, 20 20 20 20 everything, sometimes the what do you call it, the actual lanes it's much higher. Let's say you play mid lane, you have a way higher chance of being able to carry that game because that role might be really impactful if you're an extremely good player. Now if you're bottom lane, same thing goes back for that, same thing goes for jungle. The more the game changes on whatever's happening with that patch, that will decide which role has the biggest impact on the game. And then if you main that role, and if you get really good at that role, then you can potentially carry, oh hold up, you can potentially carry games at a much higher percentage than you can with anything else. Holy shit, you got fucking pop. Hey, you're pretty strong. There we go. You go back bottom. I think Malphite has one of the biggest win potentials. No, he doesn't. Because he doesn't. If you're, let's say you're playing against any champion top lane as him, right? And you're playing, I mean, for higher elo, it doesn't matter. For higher elo, the percentages are much smaller for everything that you do. The higher elo you go, the more you get to your skill level, the harder it is for you to be able to carry games, which is obviously just the way a ladder system works. You get to people that have your own skill level, it's much more difficult to win. But when you have what do you call it? If you're playing Malphite, you don't really get kill potential on your opponents for the most part. Even in lower elo, it's really hard to get a kill unless you waste your ultimate that has a decently long cooldown. You won't really get that much more fed. He doesn't punish mistakes a lot easier. Yeah, he's a god of team fighting, but even when you're climbing through low elo, whichever elo it might be, your plan is not to team fight. Your plan is to dominate the lane to the point where you can just end the game off of it. Now, Hold up, boys. Wait. 1 second, boys. Let me get this real quick here. Thank you. Anyway, the your plan when you're playing a low elo is not to team fight, group with your team, and win with them and all this. Your plan is to, like I was telling Daniel yesterday when I was teaching him, or not yesterday, before yesterday when I had internet. He was playing, okay, so here's the example. He was playing Riven versus Mundo, right? He's playing Riven versus Mundo. He went 2-0, and I still got pissed at him. He ended up winning the game. I mean, not necessarily pissed, just frustrated. Because when I see gameplay that gives you more, that you're able to get even more fed, it frustrates me. So he's playing against Mundo. He's 2-0. He could have actually been, by the end of that game, he could have been like 10-0. And if you're 10-0 in a game like that in Gold 5, you already won the game with Riven. So you have to actually fucking stomp lanes whenever you're playing it. But when I mean low elo, the threshold goes below Diamond 3 all the way down. But you could this is something that people tell me all the time. But if you're a challenger, obviously